Hello, today we're talking about a group of HTML files that we use to create a web page, and as well as a style sheet using CSS. We will also be utilizing Bootstrap in the HTML and CSS files. So right here is our home page is what we're going to consider, and this is our head right here, and we have this data right here. This is to utilize this link. These links here are in every HTML file that we have in the head section. This is to link. The links are to set the framework for the CSS to Bootstrap, so we can utilize Bootstrap in our files. And then the script here is to also use the framework for JavaScript, so we can utilize that within our HTML file. This link here is linking our style sheet, our CSS style sheet, to our HTML file. So in our body, we have this Bootstrap here that is creating this container. In the container, we have a navigation bar that will be shown on top of the web page. I will show that to you later. And down here, this is what our links and our navigation bar will be, which will link us to our home page, as you can see here, our video page that links us to our videos.html file, and our registration page, which will be in our register.html file. This function here is for this function is to create a Facebook like button that will be below on the home page as well. And here we have another container that is we have our web page title here, our home page title. And then we created one row, 2-column container here on our home page that has a biography about myself and about kind of what the web page is about. And then also we have an image down here, and then the Facebook like button is below the image. In our videos.html file, we have the same head information that we had before. We have the same navigation bar, and then we also have a container below that has links to videos that I created on some Python functions. And then on our registration file, our registration page, we have a function here that checks the password that is put in to make sure that it is 10 to 20 characters and at least one numeric digit, one uppercase and one lowercase letter. That way we have a valid password. In the container down here, this is our registration form. We have multiple different fields that we have. We have a username, a password, a first name, last name, email, and phone. We also have the submit button below. If the password passes the validation, it will send you to a thank-you.html file, which I don't have here, but it just says thank you for registering. This is our CSS style sheet. It's very simple. We got a couple different CSS stuff to set our field stuff, and our image, we have that set in the CSS as well. A couple functions that we didn't use for Bootstrap, but we could have, was on the registration page. We could have used an alert, Bootstrap alert function, to, instead of going for the password validation, we could have alerted that either the password was not strong enough or the password was good. Another Bootstrap function we could have used on our video.html file is a badge function. This allows us to put a little badge next to links that identify how many elements are involved with that link. So with this link would have been a 1 because there's one link, it goes to the video, and then also there would have been a 1 next to this because there's only one element involved going to this YouTube page. So those are two functions that could have been used that we did not use. Here we have our mobile test.me. This will show us what it would look like on a phone. We have our home page here. We have our video. And then we have our registration form. Thank you for watching.